Now this conversation, this conversation I like. I years ago, like a decade ago, I was a total nerd on the study of demographics when it came to analyzing the 18-year wave population of baby boomers and the impact. And in 2020 or 2011 was the first year of that age wave turning 65, which meant at age what was that then? What was the minimum? 70 and a half, the required minimum distribution. So beginning in like 2016 was going to begin this required minimum distribution on their qualified plans. And what happens when a qualified plan gets a distribution? Taxation, right? And a required minimum distribution from the largest wave, 11,000 people a day turning 65 in 2011, and that's going to begin every year. For 18 years, and then 11,000 people a day in 2016 that was required to take a distribution if they hadn't begun. So we were looking at a big tax harvest. So I love this video. Please watch this. Please watch this video in the system. It's called Government Outlays and Receipts. And so when you're looking at this, I did this. Gosh, I think it was 2012 or 2013. I can't remember the exact year. Maybe I mentioned it, but this was the proposed budget by category that the government kicked out then, and it showed. And I'm hoping I can see it because I can't. It's too. Oh yeah, I want to view the tab. There we go. Now I can view the tab. So this is fascinating. So the outlays, all the security and non-security. So everything security is military. Everything non-security are the operations of our federal government. So back in here's what they predicted in 2022. Back at this time, they predicted our security would be $856 billion, $430 billion for our federal government. Our federal government is only $430 billion, is what they were predicting, and this was several years down the road, like 10 years down the road. At the time. So literally to operate our military and our government, what they were predicting was just about $1.3 trillion total, while collecting, from us about 2.4 trillion is what that number is down there. I think I looked at 2012. So this is maybe when I did it. So we definitely collect more money than is needed to fund our military and fund everything federal government. The problem is the mandatory programs, right? The mandatory programs, and of course, this is what the government's done. They want to create a problem, and then they want to be the solution to take care of everybody. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, TARP, other mandatory programs. I mean, these things devastate us, man. Out here at 2022, they're predicting $3.6 trillion. That's insane. But here's what I want to watch this video so you have an understanding of kind of how to break this down. But look how close they were. Individual income tax. So if I did this in 2012, 1.1 trillion, and they were predicting it in 22 to be 2.6. And I remember telling people this when I looked at it. I'm like, look, they're telling you right here, they're more than doubling the income tax. So why are we building that side of our teeter-totter? Why? You admit you don't trust them. They're telling you not to trust them. You're setting yourself up to be harvested. And I remember some people going, man, that seems really crazy. Well, let's fast forward now 10 years and let's see if they were right. So they showed individual income tax 2.6. And now check this out. This is the new one. Look at this. No, I want to view the tab here. So this is now, look, now it's 2022. This is the most recent proposed budget by category, and I'm giving you the link for this. I studied demographics like crazy. This is all the way at page 143 of this thing, all right? So I dug into this crap. But look, it was 2.605. Check it out. Look how close they were. 2022, 2.632. Now, I don't know exactly why. I haven't studied this stuff in a while. We have a pretty big drop. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but we did. But they're bringing it right back. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. So if we now go 10 years out the road now, look at what they're showing. $4.1 trillion. And people go, God, really? Hey, so far they've been pretty accurate. We can look at this one that I did in 2012, and people were like, that just doesn't seem right. And now here we are right in this arena here, and look what they're telling us they're going to be doing. They're going to be harvesting us. And are we part of that harvest? I love the analogy of a bomb shelter protects you from what? Bombs. A tornado shelter protects you from tornadoes. These retirement accounts that are supposedly tax shelters and tax-favored things, they don't protect you from taxes. It's the least thing that they do, the very last thing that they do. So we have to be balancing this out. We've got to be able to control the knife. They're telling us they're going to be harvesting as much of the individual income tax can. Are we going to build that bucket? Is that the bucket you want to build? And I've asked that to people. Do you want to build that bucket? If you do, I am not your guy. If you don't, then let's help you not do it. So this is, that whole, and I've said it before, trust but verify. You can say this stuff, but it's great to pull it up and go, hey, man, here it is right here. You can screenshot my video if you want from 10 years ago and go, look, this is the one they did 10 years ago, and they almost got it exactly right. Why should we be anticipating that they're now getting this wrong? So I love this one. This is a really, really good one from what buckets do you want to build? How do we balance you out? And this is why we are so passionate about applying pressure to that other side so that you actually can. And it always gets back to that belief. It always gets back to that first conversation. I'm not going to do anything you don't want to do, and I'm not going to work with you if you don't believe what I believe. And you said you wanted to control the knife. This is the only way you can do it. And right now you're structuring yourself to be harvested. So let's balance you out, man, so you can control that knife and blah, blah, blah. All right? So this is a very powerful tool. You've got the resource, I believe, in the system for this. And then maybe not this new one. I'll make sure you have this link too. But dig into that. Watch the video so you understand how to kind of navigate through this. It's really pretty fascinating. That's it.